technical glitch. Thank you guys. So I wanted to come on and just talk about the great Vin Scully. There's nothing that you can say about the guy that hasn't been said. He's been such an amazing announcer and great guy, period. You know, he did LA Rams games, NFL games, golf, and he's known for being a Dodger announcer, of course, because he was with the Dodgers for so long and that was his main thing. But that the way he would story tell, he would do news, um, just amazing, amazing, amazing. And God bless Vin Scully. He will always be remembered. We've been so lucky to have announcers like Chick Hearn, Vin Scully, the guy Lawler from the Clippers back in the day, the Kings announcer. His name gets by me right now, but God bless him. We've been so lucky and fortunate. But Vin Scully is a class act. He was an amazing guy, and so I had to do something, and I'm sorry that I came on late. I was still working on editing videos because I didn't know that he was going to pass away, and I go, let me do something for my guy. I love him so much as a Dodger fan, and he's with the great Dodger in the sky, as us Dodger fans say. He's with his lovely wife of so long. I'm sure that he missed her, and God bless him. I thank you, Vinny, for the memories, and we can't thank this man enough. But yeah, pardon me. So I'm having a little technical issues trying to do this stream at the last minute, trying to set it up for you guys. But amazing guy, amazing gentleman. And again, let me set this up here for you guys right quick. I love the great Vin Scully. He's never ever going to be another one like him. The Dodgers announcers are okay. They're pretty good in their own right, but there's no other Vinny.
First and 10 on the Packer 14. Wendell Tyler following Kent Hill. Oh, what a cut he made, and he is in there for a first and goal. Kent Hill went after Johnny Gray, and that's kind of a mismatch. Gray is 5'11", 185, and Kent Hill is 6'5", 260. Sixth of his young career. So first and goal for Jeff Rutledge, a full house backfield. Tyler, Bryant, and Gooman all behind him. The middle man is Bryant, and he's in there.
Now the Dodgers don't need the muscle of Gibson as much as a base hit. And on deck is the leadoff man, Steve Sachs. 3-2. Sachs waiting on deck, but the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
So there he is, a great Vin Scully in action. So like I said, I had to do something. It was rough editing those videos at the last minute. So, but I had to do something. And Graduate 12 says, who? The great Vin Scully, Graduate 12. Blasphemy. Caesar says, what's up, bro? Rams, and rest in peace, Vinny. Yes, brother. Yes, Graduate 12 says, only Dodger fans knew him. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Vin Scully was amazing. You probably recognize the voice because he did also NFL games, not just Rams. So, but he was amazing. As you can hear in that little clip, his great voice. But he was also, besides an announcer, he would do storytellings and so many storytellings within the time of each player. He'd know so much and had so many stories of each player, and amazing. and only daughters knew him. And I think a lot more people do, but yeah, I can understand that being in LA. Jerry Romero says his time has come and he was one of a kind. Exactly right. Grinder 12 says didn't know him Teal Town nor in San Diego. He Jared says him and Lasorda are together in paradise. That's exactly right. The great Tommy Lasorda. He got ripped off of one world title when Reggie Jackson stuck his ass cheeks out, and should have been a double play. And the Yankees won game. I think it was they won their third game in the series in '77, I believe it was. He was supposed to get out of the way. It was a double team, a double play that they would have got, and they would have went off into the next inning or their at bat, and he kept the inning going, and they scored. And the umpires were too afraid to call it. So Grinder Tough, speak of Spanish. Caesar says Dodgers, Rams, and Lakers. My team. That's exactly right. Mine too, brother. Exactly right. Lone Fox 115. What's up, brother? He says, Rudy, what's up, brother? Appreciate it. Grinder Trossel, he was not Armed Forces Radio nor called Dolphins games. Oh, I'm surprised. I asked around, other teams fans were saying, who? Wow, that's amazing. And that's blasphemy too, because, well, actually, I can see that because he was on national channels. He was on ABC, NBC, what you go, and even golf. But it depends on your age bracket, depends on what was shown. But it's that's just sad for whoever wasn't able to hear this guy. But of course, he wasn't announcing your team, so But for us, it means a lot because we were so spoiled. Michael Kennedy says Vince Scully and Chick Hearn will finally meet together. Yes, God, yes, amazing. Gwenditrov, it's a LA thing. I don't live in LA. Don't. No, you're good. You're good, Gwenditrov. I'm just surprised you haven't heard of him before, though. That about that name, but it's okay. You're good. And here's there's so many memories. Dodger Stadium. I've said before that I would love them to rebuild Dodger Stadium. And I know this is blasphemy for a lot of people, and for me, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would love them. I look at the reason why is because you look at SoFly Stadium, as I call it, and I keep saying that because it's I'm so fly, right? That term people use, but I do it because it pisses off the other team's fans. Oh, you guys think you're so yeah, we're so fly, brother. It's our stadium is so fly, but being in that stadium and seeing how beautiful it is, the Dodgers deserve a stadium like that too. I would love for them to incorporate the two, like I said before. The Dodger Stadium is a sacred stadium because of all the memories and all the stuff we have on tape of everything, right? I would love for them to incorporate a new stadium inside everything, and then maybe play somewhere for a year or two. I hate to say this, and then the outside look like Ebbets Field. Those old Ebbets Field pictures. That would be amazing. But, who knows if they would ever do that. But because the Clippers are getting a new stadium right across from SoFly Stadium, the Dodgers have that wonderful stadium. Maybe the Dodgers, I know they've made modifications, but we'll see. Grand Travel, it's not. He only called national if it was an LA team. He didn't call. Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't realize that. Thank you, Graduate 12. Yeah, as old as you. Yeah, I'm as old as you. Heard the name, but didn't know about him. He was not on airwaves in there. Oh, got you. Okay, that makes sense. Now I understand. For us, we don't know, because we always hear him. I can understand, but at least you did hear the name. Yeah, you just didn't know much about him. And so there's just so many memories. I just had to come on and do something. I just didn't want to go live and have nothing. So I'm sorry for the delay. And then I almost had the problem where I was talking before because I was so in a hurry to get on before without the going live. So let me give you one of my favorite memories. So there's so many memories, but there's two of my favorite players. There's so many. Is Fernando Valenzuela, this is his jersey, 34. Valenzuela. On the back it says Valenzuela. Fernando Valenzuela. My grandma immigrated from Mexico, and she loved baseball when I played as a kid. Right now, she asked me about it and stuff. And maybe in her youth, they played. I don't know if they played softball or whatever, but when Fernando Valenzuela came and he had the hair sticking out of the cap and he was a portly pitcher from Mexico, um, she got interested. And of course she started winning. Fernando Mania, I've been blessed to be around that. I would come home, hey grandma, I'd come visit her, and you'd hear Vin Scully, that wonderful voice. And so I'd walk in, and before I'd say, hey grandma, I'd hear it. And she'd be on her bed knitting, right? And you'd hear the great Vin Scully in the background of her AM clock radio behind her while she's knitting, listening to the game. And my grandpa wasn't as astute to the games as she was, because she picked it up because of Vin Scully was so great. And she loved. I go, Grandma, I'm on the phone at my house. Grandma, I just want to tell you, Fernando is pitching today. He'll be on at whatever time, right? Oh, thank you, honey. Da, 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 So she would watch him, and so he was instrumental. Not just because my grandma liked him because of that. But because he was a great player. Without him, we wouldn't have won the '81 World Series. But amazing player. One of my favorite players, and these aren't the only two, but is Pedro Guerrero. I think he hit something like 15 home runs in the month of June. Blue Thunder, we called him. Amazing guys, and he ended up getting traded. He hurt his he had a rounding second fiasco right as he got to third. He tripped up and messed up his legs, and he wasn't really the same type of player anymore. But he was still dangerous with the bat. And so we ended up trading him, and the Cardinals had him. And then Fernando Valenzuela is about to pitch a no-hitter. He had all kinds of shutouts, one Cy Young, one World Series. At that time, pitchers would actually finish the game. They'd have complete games, not like now. Guys have to have a closer come in. He can finish the game mostly. And, he'd ride himself at the end of the game, even though he was tired. And then, so he finally was about to pitch a no-hitter. Who comes up against the Cardinals? My other favorite player, a World Series MVP from the '81 World Series that Fernando won as well, the ring from as well, Pedro Guerrero, but on the opposite team, and he stands in the way for Fernando getting his no-hitter. And I was like, no, oh no. So here's one of my favorite memories, and here you go, real quick. I'm sorry, I'm letting you guys know what's going on, but this excites me when I see it all the time. But I was so nervous that he was going to blow it. Spoiler alert! But here you go. I don't know where the volume is. Hold on. That's funny. That one didn't record right. Hold on. That's okay. This is what we do. But yeah, so you got a inkling about what happened there, but hold on. Got a little taste of it, but hold on. You got to hear the great Vinny's voice. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. There we go. The great Vin Scully.
It's a short chant, Pedro, Pedro, as they did in Boston in the '86 World Series to try and taunt Strawberry. And now they're doing it to Guerrero, hoping to distract him, hoping to upset him, hoping perhaps to make him try too hard. Fernando ready, and the strike two pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, throws to first, double play. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter at 10:17 in the evening of June the 29th, 1990. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
Throw it to the sky, to the great Dodger in the sky. So that's one of my fondest memories. of there's so many. As a Dodger fan, we've been very lucky. We recently just won the World Series, but it's been a while. We will finally get that off of our snide, but we've been a very competitive team. But we've always had a lot of great players. We went on a string of getting a bunch of rookies of the year. Amazing. And Vin Scully was there for the whole ride. Let's talk about the 6th Street Bridge. Hold on. I'll get to that. Granger Trump said it's like when Pedro Gomez, a.k.a. Pendejo Gomez, passed away. People here in Arizona cried about him. He was only known as Arizona. Yeah. But Vin Scully is nationally known, though. He really is. But I guess in certain areas you may not hear about him. Michael Kinsey says Vin Scully, Vin's signature saying it's time for Dodger baseball will be forever inked. That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. Granger Trump says Rudy remembers. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Michael Kinsey says his final years as a Dodger now is like a lovable grandpa telling his sports stories for all of us. Yes, man. And we can tell hearing that he was slowing down in his voice, because he was flawless when he was in his prime. And even after his prime, he would end up doing maybe 4 innings of the 9, and the other guys would fill in to save him, and then towards the end he did less. But he was a God bless. He was God bless him. Michael Kinsey said, my guy Ravs says, damn, man, yeah, man. It's now he's with his wife, and it's so sad. Michael Kinsey says, if you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky. Yes. I Caron, Dredger 12 says. And then here's another video. Here we go.
It's a very sad and emotional night. Obviously, a huge loss for Los Angeles. We are outside of Dodger Stadium, where a number of people have gathered here to mourn the loss of Vin Scully. Of course, this is Vin Scully Avenue. You can see that there's a lot of people gathered out here in their Dodger gear to mourn Vin Scully. But there's also a beautiful memorial that has been put up here outside of this sign here to honor Vin Scully. Let's show you some video now. Of course, as we've all been talking about, the world is mourning Vin Scully, the beloved broadcaster, but some of the people who are grieving the most are Dodgers fans. The Hall of Fame broadcaster died at the age of 94 tonight. Dodgers fans and baseball fans in general know and love Scully's storytelling during his 67-year run as the voice for LA baseball. We went to Shortstop Bar near Dodger Stadium, and we spoke to fans about this huge loss. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Pretty sad story. He's one of since I grew up watching him as a Dodger fan.
His legacy and him being a legend and all that means a lot even for us as like staff, because we depend on the Dodger fans and we love the Dodgers. It's sad to lose a legend like he is. Even the street up there is Vin Scully Avenue. So yeah, it's a sad day.
As a baseball fan, it's sad because he was really a student of the game. He loved the game, and it seemed like he loved the Dodgers a lot too. I don't really see how people are going to move forward. I mean, I guess they're going to move forward. It's sad. It's really sad. I mean, he was 94 and he seemed like he had a really wonderful life, but I don't know. Just all the greats seem like they're passing away recently. So, I mean, rest in peace and love and light to his family.
Definitely sending light and love to his family, as that fan just said. And you're taking a live look now at this sign here. You can see that there is a baseball standing on top of the Vin and Vin Scully Avenue, and it says LA loves Vin. And that could not ring more true tonight as fans are mourning this huge loss for LA baseball, but for baseball in general. We keep seeing fans show up here, and as you can see, it is emotional for fans as well as they take in this great loss. We've seen a lot of fans coming here to Dodger Stadium, not only crying, but also bringing flowers, also bringing the balloons, the candles, anything to remember this legend here. And we're going to continue to talk to fans throughout the evening, and I'll be joining you again in just a few minutes at around 10:20 with more from fans. Back to you.
He was 94 years old, like my guy Granger 12 said, and sometimes people have a way to will themselves, and like we would say, you know what, my grandpa's just hanging out here for us. He's tired, he wants to go. May he rest in peace. I love my grandparents so much. but sometimes, the mind is able to will the body, and a lot of times I think he was trying to hold out, and at least I'm going to check this out. This is just sports. Sports is nothing compared to real life, right? The Dodgers got him another ring. And as a matter of fact, I forgot to add that in my video. Hold on. The Dodgers were able to win another World Series before he died. And hold on. And they gave him one, of course. And let's see if I have it up here. But like I can say, it was it's even with Vin Scully, just like uh Chick Hearn, these guys are just they're legends. There's just no way they can be replaced. Um, it's just that's why he was with the Dodgers, but he turned out to be an all-time great. And that's why we're just so lucky in Los Angeles to so fortunate to live in this in a close to. I don't live in Los Angeles, but I live like 45 minutes away, and we're just so fortunate to have to be in this town where people are around us are celebrities or great sporting figures. Teams know that when they come to Los Angeles, they have to win. We're just really spoiled in a lot of ways, especially as Laker and Dodger fans and now Ram fans, because this crew that we have, our front office in the Rams, family is doing their part to join the Lakers and Dodgers when it comes to winning at all costs. Putting all in to win, and all in to win. And so it's just amazing that we're just so lucky to have this time. And I just can't say enough about these guys. It's just amazing. And hold on, I'm still with you. I'm still with you. Hold on one second. Where's my guy Vin? But yeah, he did do NFL games. He did Rams games. He did golf games. He just did. I mean, that's why I'm surprised that some people don't know. But a lot of times you watch something and you don't really know who the guy is. The guy is that's talking. So it doesn't surprise me too at the same time. Oh, actually, hold on. I know where to find this. I have the picture now. I'm going to show you guys right now. But yeah, Vin Scully, like Chick Hearn, has been a big part of my life. Like a lot of you fans, and we just can't say enough about how great he was and how much we appreciate him. And the city of LA mourns him, and if you're a Dodger fan, especially, it really sucks, but we understand, that he was tired, and hopefully he passed peacefully in his sleep. And but yeah, it's just another legend is gone, and it's just too bad, See some of our icons like the great Clint Eastwood, love his spaghetti westerns, and he is getting up there in age, man, and It's just amazing that that you see our guys that we looked up to like that, actors or celebrities, and amazing. But okay, so here we go. I found it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get back to the chat real quick though. Grander Trout says he was based out of LA, so Rams sports, but not other teams. Michael Kenny says he lived his life to the fullest. Exactly right. Grander 12 says he saw the Dodgers. He saw the Dodgers back in the. Yeah, he came from Brooklyn. He probably saw the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yep. Grander 12 says, remember when Harry Carey passed away? A lot of people were sad in Chicago, but in the West Coast, we were like, who? I liked Harry Carey because Will Ferrell did that great. This is Harry Carey. He had the big old glasses. Oh, I got static. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think whenever I put something, I tell you this computer, I have something loaded. So don't mind the static real quick. Let me just share this picture then. I think that's why. Hold on. Dang it. I'm going to replace my computer. There's my guy. There's my guy, Vin Scully, with his ring. So they were able to get him a ring, another one, before he passed, and God bless him. The Vin Scully will always be loved and missed in LA. And, like I said, I can't say enough about him. He was just a class act and just an amazing announcer. There was no one better than him. And amazing. And you're cutting in and out. Thank you, Granter 12. I think when I add something to the queue, this computer does that. So thank you. Granter 12 says, we all know John Madden and Pat Summerall. Yep. No lettuce. If it's not the dogs, it's birds of static. Yeah, I think the static and some choppiness once in a while is this computer. During the pandemic, I bought an HP computer and put it together. We had nothing better to do. And I bought the very best that they had, and it's horrible. So I'm going to have to replace it because I can't do a lot. I can't even have a lot of things queued up, ready to go because it messes up with my stream. So that's a work in progress, but I will get it going. James Dedman says, we are not promised tomorrow. Keep grinding, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. So thank you guys. I appreciate everything, man. You guys, I love each and every one of you guys. I just had to come on in, and I didn't want to show up with nothing, so I was editing videos. And my guy came in earlier. Okay, so hold on. Lincoln. I can't get his head. Graduate 12, help me with this. My brother's name right here. Tell me how to pronounce that right. What would you say? He says, I grew up looking at Dodger Stadium from my front porch. Hard to imagine Vince Scully gone. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. He came in earlier, so I appreciate you coming in earlier, my guy. So I think it's Lincoln Stick, right? I think that's how to do it, but I just didn't want to get it wrong. But thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. And like I said, it was delayed because I was still putting stuff together, and I go, okay, let me go live now. But yeah, I didn't want to come up empty-handed. I want to show you guys some cool videos, and I will probably do a live tonight. I'll give you guys a heads up in the next few hours. I was going to do a live, and then I heard that Vince Scully passed away. And so we'll see if my lady has plans. And because, you always got to keep your lady happy. You're going to go on again? No, just kidding. But we'll see. If anything news, because it's everything is the same. If I do come on, we're going to talk about Van Jefferson's knee issues. He's reportedly going to have surgery to clean some stuff up. That's not good. Sean McVay is putting on the heat about getting OBJ, but the only problem is he can't help us now. He can't help us for game one. So it's not like we can put Van Jefferson on the shelf. Excuse me, getting the hiccups. Put Van Jefferson on the shelf and put OBJ in. So then we're going to have two receivers. But I think Van Jefferson is just a situation where he like a tendonitis issue, which is not great. It's not like a Todd Gurley knee, but we'll see after the surgery how he holds up. But I think he'll be good for game one. But we'll have to figure out what's good. But the other guys have to step up. I mean, Ben Schroenick's on my S list already. He's got to step up. And but the good news is Jacob Harris and Tutu Atwell's showing up in camp. We've got two guys right there, so we can do it by committee. And Tutu Atwell's got speed to burn, and so does Jacob Harris, and then Allen Robinson. So we'll still be fine on offensive side and wide receiver. Michael Kenji says, imagine if he and Chick Hearn doing a basketball game while Kobe trading a game to fade away to heaven. That's awesome. James Levis said, that's a real man. Keep the wifey happy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. With that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I thank you guys for being patient with me because I wanted to put something together with you. I hope you guys appreciate it, and I know you do. But I don't, some guys just go live and they don't have nothing, right? And then they just go to a YouTube video, which is fine sometimes. But I wanted to put together a little video, and so I hope you guys understand. Today I didn't come on right on time because I was putting that together for you guys, and you guys in the replay. Hope you guys enjoy it too. And as always, and also I'll let you know if I'm able to come on later on today. But so we'll talk about those things. Also, Stafford's looking great in camp. He's on a pitch count just to keep his arm fresh. That's so we can get to game one. And but he's fine. He's throwing darts. Him and Allen Robinson and the guys are getting acclimated and getting the timing together. Cam Akers is looking explosive. Jacob Harris is looking pretty good. Tutu Atwell's looking great. He's looking buffed and yoked out. Our offensive line, Logan Bruss, is looking great. I can't say enough about these guys. Everything is looking up except for the Van Jefferson situation. But I cannot wait. Bobby Wagner too is looking amazing. We already knew what he was, but having him in life and in our offense, seeing what this guy could do, he's making himself comfortable. He's being a leader out in the defense with Ernest Jones. So it's going to be amazing. This defense might even be better than last year with the addition of Wagner, number one, the biggest addition. And Von Miller was great on the outside edge rush, but the middle with the linebacking crew, that's a huge step up. And then you got in the secondary, Troy Hill. So with that, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. The Replay brothers and guys, thank you so much. And ladies, if you guys are watching, thank you so much. Always feel free to come in. Ladies, if you decide to, we're I can't even speak. We're Ramley here, Ramelia, Round Family. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. And as we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up.